Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Miss Bling, and today I'm going to show you guys how to bling out Crocs. So let's get right into it. So you're going to need a wax pen to pick up your rhinestones. You're going to need E6000 glue. I have E6000 plus glue because it has less odor. You're going to need a syringe needle. You're also going to need tweezers, sandpaper, 3 different little paint cups for 3 different size rhinestones. I have SS16, SS20, and SS10. I'm going to link down below exactly where you can find your rhinestones and also where you can find all these materials. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first step is putting the glue inside of the syringe. So you're going to open up your glue, open up your syringe. You're going to put the glue inside of the syringe. You can put more than halfway, but do not fill it up. Once you do that, of course, you close your glue back because you don't want it to drip out of the tube. And then you put the syringe bottom into the syringe, but you don't push it through. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the syringe bottom into the syringe, and then you're going to hold the syringe up. You want to get all of the bubbles out of the glue. So you're going to notice when you hold it upright that all of the glue is going to come down and all of the air bubbles are going to go to the top. So you're going to slowly wait for that to go through. Once that's done, then you're going to push out all of your the air bubbles. And then once that's done, that's perfect. And then you just put your syringe needle right on the syringe, and then you're done. Okay, now this is the most important part. Now you take your sandpaper and you're going to sand down all the parts of the shoe that you're going to bling out. If you do not do this, your rhinestones will fall off. I did this and they came off. This is the picture right here. Horrible. So please make sure you do not skip this part. And you're going to continue to do it until it turns like a whitish color. So you're going to notice that the part that you're using the sandpaper on and the part that you're not, the textures are going to feel a lot different. So do this, the front of the shoe, and also do the back of the part where it has Crocs in the back that you're going to bling out as well. Do not forget to do this part. It's very cool. So this is what it's going to look like. So as you can see, it's totally a different color now. And when you feel it, you're going to feel the difference as well. So please do not skip this step at all. Okay, so let's actually get into the blinging now. So the number one thing that I will tell you guys of being a blinger is to make sure you do the borders first. You do that first because this is going to allow your job to actually be neat. If you just start blinging like wherever, it's going to look sloppy. So the first thing you want to do is do your edges, period. Do not skip that step either. Now, let's talk about the glue that I'm using. I normally use E6000 glue, which is one of the best blinging glue, but it's also one of the most toxic glues. I just recently had a baby, so I don't want that glue smell in my home. So E6000 came out with the glue that's called E6000 Plus that has low odor. If you see right here where my finger is, you can see that the rhinestones are falling down. With E6000, that would have never happened. But with E6000 Plus, that glue is a little bit more, I guess you can say, like slipperier, if I'm saying that word right. So that takes a little bit longer to actually dry, where E6000 dries a little bit faster. So when you're doing this type of blinging, you want to make sure that you don't touch the rhinestones at all, because if you touch it and the glue's not dry, it's going to fall down. Also, you want to make sure that you're holding it in a certain angle where they don't slip down either. So you got to be very careful with the E6000 Plus glue. Now, if you're using E6000 glue, I suggest you to do it probably outside if you can, or in front of a window in a large room with a couple fans on. That's normally what I used to do. But now with my child, I don't want it in my house at all. I would probably go to like my mom's house and I would do it in her yard. So that's a tip when it comes to the actual glue. So like I said, the first thing you want to do is always do the edges. Do not skip that part, because if you do, your job won't look as neat. So make sure you do that. If you mess up, all you have to do is take the back of the rhinestone pin and fix it. It's a little tool on the back of it, and it makes it really easy to fix, and that's all you have to do. So just make sure you do all your little circles. You do all of this before you actually start blinging out the entire shoe. If you, like I said, if you're using the E6000 Plus, it is going to fall, but that's okay. Just go back and fix it. You still have time before it actually dries out. My camera was actually a little bit too close. This is my first time blinking on camera, but I did fix it, so just be patient. Okay guys, now let's actually fill in the shoe. So the primary rhinestone that you're going to use is the SS16. You're going to use the SS20 and the SS10 when there are certain spots that, the SS16 cannot fit. Now, if you were to put down a rhinestone that does not fit that spot, all you have to do is take your tweezers and plug it right out. That's it. It's going to take you some time to, get used to what rhinestone, fits, what rhinestone don't fit. But just take your time, practice. If you don't want to start on Crocs, get you some Chucks or just any type of surface that you want to use where you actually can bling. It's going to take time to really understand like what to do, just to eyeball it. It took me a couple years to actually get this good. This is some of my work that I really like, that I started off with, and as you can see, I was absolutely horrible, but over time I got a lot better because I just continued to practice and I did not give up. So just continue to just watch the video. You're gonna see in the video a couple times of where I mess up and I fix it with some tweezers. I'm not perfect. I still mess up, but that's why you have tweezers. So continue to watch and let me know if you guys have any questions below in the comments. guys, one suggestion that I do have is when you do the first shoe, do the outline, do the circle, set it to the side to dry, and then get the other shoe, do the exact same thing. Put the other shoe to the side while that's drying, get the other shoe back, and start doing the middle part. That way, when you are blinging, the circles in the outline is dry, and it makes it a lot easier to bling, and they won't move at all. So say, for example, if you let it dry and you notice that it is messed up a little bit, you actually still can pull it off because it's not going to be dry completely and fix that rhinestone. So that's the good thing about this glue. It does not dry 100% for up to, I would say, 48 hours when it comes to E6000 plus glue, but when it comes to E6000 glue, I will let it dry for 24 hours. But if you're going to sell it to the client, I would say give it up to 3 days before you give it to the client to wear. Finally done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. As you guys can see, they are absolutely beautiful. Good luck with your project, and I will see you guys next week. Any questions, please feel free to DM me on Instagram. That's the best place to reach me.